She sounds like a kid on Christmas.
I'm gonna be so excited.
But what has Tara Lambert so giddy is the fact she just paid someone she thought was a hitman to murder the mother of her two stepdaughters, Kelly Cook. Problem for Tara was the person she had set up the hit was working with authorities.
How dare you assume that because I'm from a trailer park that I don't have morals and that I don't value human life? And it kind of like fueled me to help with the cops.
Thanks to Ginny, cops bring Tara in just minutes after she orders the hit.
All right.
Am I really, like, arrested?
Yes, you're under arrest.
Oh my God.
And that's when she learns she tried to manipulate the wrong person.
Those phone calls that you talked to her about was recorded.
What?
Yes, they are recorded. And it's you that wanted to have her killed.
I'm gonna, like, have an orgasm in my car just thinking about it.
You did talk about having her killed, right?
No, I mean, it came up, but I don't want her dead. It came up, yes.
After over an hour of police interrogation, Tara still tries to deny wanting Kelly dead, but what she already said was plenty.
Well, I guess the tapes will speak for themselves.
In this Crime Watch Daily exclusive, Kelly and her husband Sean talk about the moment they learned of the hit.
When the cops showed up on my porch that day and told me, my exact words were, I was not surprised.
Really? Even once you saw the surveillance video and you saw her saying things like, throw her in a lumber chopper thing, you weren't staggered and surprised?
I was expecting more detail, to be honest, of what she wanted done. So whenever I watched it, I was kind of like, you know, is there more to it?
She's just shown us so much over the years. You know, it's like, you ever had anybody tell you how great this movie was and then you go watch it and it's like, well, I mean, it was good, but...
Yeah, I guess I just didn't expect anything less. Does that make more sense?
At trial, Tara's defense tries to turn the tables, claiming she was entrapped by the state of Ohio and by Ginny herself.
Absolutely not. I never trapped her into anything. And at one point, I actually asked her, are you positive that this is something that you want to do? And that's when she started, oh yeah, I hate her. You know, she makes my life miserable.
I've never hated someone this bad.
And jurors weren't buying it either. After a brief trial in which she claimed it was all just a big joke, Tara Lambert was found guilty of first-degree conspiracy to commit aggravated murder and sentenced to 7 years.
Well, tell me about the moment that the verdict came down guilty.
Well, I mean, I know they told us to be quiet, but the tears of joy, I mean,
I was relieved. It was actually nice to hear.
Though they weren't allowed to have any contact during the trial, after Tara's sentencing, Ginny and the Cooks finally came face to face. And now, for the first time on television, all three sit down to talk about their new bond forged by evil.
How did the three of you come to be friends? I mean, this is an unlikely friendship.
When somebody saves your life, you feel like you owe them that to give it back to them, you know.
But I think since the day we met, I mean, it's...
Yeah, we talk all the time.
Right, it was kind of like family. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be here, so...
And as it turns out, we may not have even seen the worst of Tara's depravity.
This is a plot that could have been ripped out of the most extreme Hollywood film. I mean, kill her and throw her in a lumber chopper. It's unbelievable stuff.
Oh, there is a whole lot to the other videos that they didn't even show on film that she says. I mean, a lot that would make your body cringe just hearing her say the things that she
even
said.
Worse than what we've heard
Well,
already.
I mean, I wouldn't say it was worse than the wood chopper, but she was talking about cutting out her breast implants and gifting them to me.
What?
Yes. Yes.
How does it feel for you now, having done everything that you did, working so closely with police, to really potentially have saved 2 lives?
How do I feel?
Yeah.
Just grateful. Just grateful that they're family and that they're okay.
But in a sad postscript, Ginny's own life has taken a turn for the worse.
I get a lot of, oh, you're a narc, you snitched her out, you set her up, you talked her into doing this. I'm constantly looking over my shoulder and constantly making sure there's no one following me.
I hate for her, she, you know, done the right thing, and then people kind of pointing their finger at her like, you shouldn't have done this. Like, if it wasn't for her, our little boy wouldn't know us.
You know,
I mean,
it's the total opposite of what it should be. We're getting all the praise, and she's feeling the repercussions of being the good guy.
Well, let's use this opportunity then to set the record straight. Far from being a snitch, you want the world to see Ginny as a hero.
Absolutely.
yes, absolutely.
And
She
that
don't
was in
like
our.
that title?
She don't like the title, but she is. I mean, she's always going to be our hero.
Ginny, why don't you like that title of being a hero?
I just did what any decent human being would have done.
Now, at her sentencing, Lambert insisted she is not a monster, and she added that if she had a time machine, she would go back and this wouldn't have happened. Well, instead, the only time she will be doing is in prison for the next 7 years, which is just 4 years less than the maximum sentence.